Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but a Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Galu. The artist blood on my tongue. Thinking this is warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist but you smell me. One spark then I bet you I'ma blow up. Just throw my name around. Get stupid then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bunch of thinking in us man but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. But took a knife through the game homie. Let me get him where I fit in homie. Let me get him where I fit in homie. Let me get him where I fit in homie. Let me get him where I fit in homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come be brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour all the plaques, you use Decepticons. Fake rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can throw they like. Up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast man, I take a beat in. Ninja turtle rap, turtle glands, get defeated. High in the ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A. And I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Another late start. I had to take down my hair. It's thunderstorming out here, so I had to check to make sure that we ain't got no leakage or anything, the water coming down here, because I just kind of did a patchwork fix. So I try to make sure everything is good. But the main thing is I had to take down this hair. So I've been doing that. And if you ever have braids that's coming down, it takes forever to get that crap down. So we are ready. We are ready. We are going to do the exposing the grift. Again, another Birdman video. This time, what we're exposing is the critical drinker and what the critical drinker had to say about James Gunn, and does he have to now cope? And that is the latest. Well, it's not the. Well, it is the latest. I'm going to do the exposing the Grift Fantastic Four on tomorrow. So kind of look out for that for tomorrow. The only reason why I didn't do that today is a longer video. And I already know that I had a lot of other stuff going on today. So I didn't want to do a super long video today and, miss out on, some other stuff that I got to get done this morning. So I do apologize again for the 30-minute delay on this one. Again, I had to make sure that, what I'm saying, that head, I'm getting my hair rebraided. So that head, something had to get done with it. You ain't about to have me cracking on me like we was doing on Chillmonger. I refuse. But anyway, hopefully you guys are happy. That's my boy, though. That's my guy, man. Let that dude to death. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Of course, shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant Reacts channel. But you already know how I do. The real question is, are you
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
All right. Let me see who is all up in the house this morning. Junior Network, good morning. Marley Marr is up in here. Good morning. Eddie Foster's up in here. Good morning. 60 Truth, good morning. We're going back to our regularly scheduled program tomorrow. I can't keep doing 8 o'clock. That's because it throws everything off that I got to do about 30 minutes. So we were going back to our regularly schedule, 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast time on tomorrow. Derpy Entertainment, good morning. Are you ready? Wavy Things, what's up? Good morning. Miss Roberta, the church auntie, is up here. Good morning. Y'all better not be doing no foolishness. She'll get you. Junior Network, good morning. Deron, my guy, good morning. Why, my brother? You know what I'm saying? To see, that's why I be trying to get my phony baloney Jamaican accent. No, I'm playing. If anybody watched the show last night, you'll know what I'm talking about. Xavier Fetus, good morning. Q is not a robot. What's good? Good morning. Erica D, aka She Loves Fantasy. Good morning. Kendall is up here. Good morning. SKNL Sam, good morning. CK Smith, good morning. Let me see. Enrique, good morning. Brother Juma's up here. Good morning. Nice to see you up in here. Of course, Mika G from Cinematic Nightmares. We had a great conversation last night, so make sure you guys check out the Blurred AF that we did last night, either on this channel or make sure to go over to Blue's channel, because you know what I mean, because we also record over there. Let me see. Rashad Walker, my guy. Good morning. Let me see. Book of a Whippy Kid. Good morning. My man Torian Rain Reloaded. Good morning. And Judah Vision up in here. Good morning. I'm live on the clock. Get that money. That's what you got to do. Get that money. And before we get into this, we got to make sure to shout out the magnificent crew. I need to update it for next month. So in September, this is going to have a whole new list. So if you're not a member, all you got to do is hit that join button to be a part of the magnificent crew. It helps out the channel so much. And anytime that I do a video, you always get y'all get all my videos up front, so y'all can comment all of that stuff way before the subscribers do. So let's go. Let me shout out y'all because I love y'all so much. Let's go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mac and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right, and shout out to all of the crew members. I really appreciate y'all. Again, all you got to do is hit that join button. Is hit the join button on my channel to become a member for only $2.99 a month. And again, I really appreciate you guys who are members to the channel. Brother Stark, what's up? And you know what? I was thinking about that after watching Sparkup's video that he does as far as his commentary from episodes of the Boondocks. Man, I don't know if y'all watched Sparked Up. At first, I thought it was AI. And then he was commenting on something like, maybe that ain't AI. And his channel was really blowing up, but he does excellent commentary, you know, on his videos. You know, his is a broader perspective. Even one that I didn't, it was one a little bit I disagree with, but I understood the broader perspective when he was talking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that probably would be a good one. And I probably should do that as a video, you know, so we can explain what the social impact that the Boondocks has had on us. So yeah, most definitely. That's a good idea. My boy, Kiro Black is up here. STL is up here. What is up? What is up? What is up? Tina, aka Minty Gasm, is up here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Of course, representing the Shy. And J. Carter's up in here. Good morning. Good morning. That's going to be on tomorrow because brother got to do something with his head. I was over here looking like Victor Tomley by the head. So, nah, we ain't about to do that. But before we get into everything, let's go ahead. Let's take a quick commercial break because you already know we're going to be right back with more of the Dre Max Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my mama biscuit. Them my mama biscuit.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
All right. 60 Truth, I tell man, Lovecraft Country is good. You just gotta keep going. That is a journey. That is a journey and is well worth it. But man, Andre Ware, soon as I say taste the biscuits, the goodness of the biscuit, my man, Andre Ware comes in the house. What's up, man? What's up? Taste the goodness of the biscuit. All right, let's get into it. Let's go to this latest exposing the grift. This is, of course, the Birdman exposing the critical drinker. He has to cope with James Gunn, cope about James Gunn. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's see what I haven't watched this one. I did watch the Fantastic Four one, but that's why I say I want to do it tomorrow because I'm gonna have more time on tomorrow. We're starting back at 7:30 tomorrow. These 8 o'clock days is not working out. It's not for me. You got to start at 7:30 for me. So let's go. Yep. Oh. Matter of fact, I forgot. We got to set the settings in this because of the show that we watch. I mean, the thing we watched yesterday. We just make sure we get all of it. 4K, we get it all. Let's go. All right. Oh, let's go.
The critical drinker, the quintessential chud anti-woke loser that found an audience grifting. What could he possibly be talking about today? Do my eyes deceive me? Is a known liar trying to call out someone for supposedly lying? And I'll save you the suspense. He's calling James Gunn a liar for the quote I shared in my last video, the one where he states clearly that Superman doesn't need to make $600 million to break even, a well-worn talking point on the internet concerning the box office.
Yep.
If you're new, basically uninformed people say that movies have to make 2.5 times their budget in order to break even. I have debunked this already multiple times. But finally, an actual filmmaker comes out and states clearly that this isn't the case, and that ruined this talking point for grifters, and they are now reeling trying to spin this. The critical drinker tried to say exactly that last month, and I ratioed him into oblivion. He's now back attempting to defend that position, and, well...
Hold up, wait a minute. So he told him to get his source, and he couldn't get his source with a $225 million budget and a marketing spend that is likely isn't far behind. The movie would need to at least $700 million just to break even. And he says, "Source, I think he put Dr. Manhattan. I made it up." And Mario Faith Warrior, what's up? And see, that's the thing that especially after listening to it, and this is the reason why I'm saying this. So I was listening to Sparked Up, and I wish I could have used some of the footage that he used in his commentary with the Boondocks when it started talking about the power dynamics in Hollywood. He was explaining how the Boondocks exposed Tyler Perry way before it actually happened, basically, calling it into existence, right? And in there, he explained Monique interview on Shannon Sharp, which, can I just say that anytime that black people try to call out the hypocrisy of other black people try to shut them down and tell them that they're wrong, especially black women, I want to say that because I looked at, how everybody jumped on Jonathan Major's case when it was Great Jabari who was saying, "Oh, this man is wrong. This man is this man is that." Secretly recording him and all of that to what? Expose him, right? Fair. Then when Monique does it with Tyler Perry, why is she doing that? Why did she do this? Why did she do that? She be lying. She just want attention. Yada, 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 yada. They literally tried to, our community, let's keep it a buck. Our community tried to tear Monique down, right? Because a black woman had the nerves to call out a black filmmaker who was out here clearly wrong and was clearly saying it on tape. And they still was like, Monique is doing too much. She just want her time. Monique's time is past. Yada, yada, yada. Monique, and not looking at the broader picture. And then when Taraji P. Henson came out and said the same exact thing about Hollywood. Now it's maybe we should listen, maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's just a messenger or whatever. This is the same thing that I've noticed and is exposing the Grift videos, is that when we are talking about these grifters and the things that they say, and you have a black man that's intelligent enough to at least research the information. He's not just going off the seat of his pants. That's why I do this. That's why I do my reaction videos and my commentary live, so you can see me go at least look up the information. But when we do that, you have people that have a problem with what we're doing. Is it because we're black or? So when Birdman and all these, and other people try to point out, but like, yo, these people could be lying. Oh, let me get back to Monique. So Monique, I was going to go on a tangent, but Monique explained that they wanted, and when I say they, Tyler Perry and because it was the executive producers and Oprah Winfrey wanted her to go on a tour for Precious and promote the film, but they didn't want to pay her to promote the film. So that's what got exposed. Now, if these marketing budgets are supposed to be so exuberant, right? Why aren't they paying? Why is this an example of the talent not being paid? If they're so exuberant, they got to make 2.5 times the amount to be able to break even. So what information are they getting from? And Monique clearly, was a part of a big budget film that literally got her, an Oscar nom? Why would she say, well, they wouldn't pay me, but they wanted me to promote this film? If they had a budget for just promotion, why did she say the talent wasn't paid for promoting? They basically had to do it for free? Then where's the marketing budget going to? That's just something that I'm just putting that out there. Just something to think about. All right.
Well,
tell you what, should we do a wellness check on Superman, see how it's doing at the box office? As of today, it is currently sitting at 583 million worldwide, and it's about to go to digital tomorrow, I believe.
One of my
Friday the 15th.
Favorite things to notice is all of the accounts that are tracking it have all had to reduce the numbers per week. In terms of Superman is guaranteed to break, once upon a time it would have been maybe 700, then they had to lower it to 650, and then 630, and then 620. The latest one obviously being 600. It's definitely getting past 600. It's are you guys sure?
No, it ain't.
Are you guys sure?
We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and I said, at this point, I don't think it's going to get anywhere near 600.
I mean, it's releasing on digital now. It's fucked.
Welcome to 2025, guys, where as of Saturday, August 16th, Superman is available digitally while it is still in theaters. You guys are acting as...
Hey, Birdman has a way. I got to give Birdman his props. He has a way of segueing something that just makes somebody feel hella dumb.
If we don't live in a post-COVID world, and it's fun to watch you people publicly shit yourselves when you try to broach this topic. Your talking points haven't evolved since Gamergate was a thing. It's hilarious. To suggest that this film won't get anywhere near $600 million when it's currently near $600 million should demonstrate to everyone watching how unattached to reality you people are.
Exactly.
Since its fourth weekend, the film has been pulling in close to $13 to $25 million per week. The movie's sitting $13 million shy of the $600 million milestone, which means it should coast past that mark right around August 25th, maybe even a little sooner if the legs hold. Whether the film will still be in theaters by the 25th is something I don't know, but the AMC nearest me has Superman showings at least until the 20th. What I'm saying is, these already spoiled milk takes are going to age even worse.
Have you seen everyone knows releasing on digital is often a sign that it's fucked in the box office and it needs to boost, sales and everything.
Wrong, Mauler. I don't know what year you people are living in, but again, we are all living in a post-COVID world. Since the pandemic, films have been releasing on digital and streaming platforms about 30 to 40 days after a film's initial release. In fact,
again, research. You can talk about the Birdman. You can talk about how he's going against all these people and the anti-wokeness, and you don't like him. What you can't deny is the research. And I do remember vividly taking my kids to go see the Mario Brothers movie. And then 2 weeks later, because we watched it late, we had a good time. Then 2 weeks later, it was on digital. And I bought it because I was like, this movie was awesome. Hey, I was tired of watching it again on bootleg. I ain't gonna tell you what bootleg I watched it on. I was just tired because I liked the movie. So, it's not out of the realm of possibility. So when I seen online how people were literally like, oh, this must be a flop. James Gunn didn't do well, just because it went to digital for digital purchase. Not streaming. Listen to what I'm saying. Not a streaming service. A digital purchase site like Fandango. Or Amazon. So you can buy it physically. And you can watch it at home for what? $25. Do you not think people are not going to buy that? And what does that do when you buy it digitally? It goes right to the boy. Y'all are y'all don't think y'all not getting it. Y'all not getting it. I see exactly what Warner Brothers is doing at this point in time, especially because they're in limbo with it. Now I believe, and I think, oh man, what's his name? Oh God, John Campea. I think John Campea came out and said now Paramount is looking to purchase Warner Brothers. They're trying to make as much money as they can. I don't think y'all get it.
IndieWire found the average to be about 30 days as of 2023.
The average.
Superman's initial release was July 11th, and they released the film digitally yesterday, August 15th. That's exactly 36 days, perfectly in line with the trend that has been a thing for years. Look at the films on the screen. I don't think it's controversial to say Minecraft and Jurassic World Rebirth were financial successes.
And they're on
Minecraft
digital.
Initially released April 4th of this year. Its digital release was May 13th, 39 days after its theater debut.
Keep talking, Bird.
Jurassic
Keep
World
hitting them.
Rebirth released in theaters July
It's on
2nd
digital.
of this year. Its digital release was August 5th, 11 days ago.
Not
That's
stream.
35 days after its theatrical debut, a
And
day
it was
shorter
successful.
than Superman's. And that film is still in theaters.
Yes,
by
it
the way.
is.
Lilo and Stitch are an outlier because Disney has the widest digital release window of any of the big studios, as they have a mandatory 45-day release window.
That's what you
For
talking about,
transparency's
Judivision.
sake, Lilo and Stitch's release window was 60 days, 2 weeks longer than their mandatory window. And no, this outlier doesn't say anything because Brave New World and Thunderbolts both had 60-day theatrical windows, meaning no, Mauler, your point doesn't have any merit. Your position may have had some merit in, say, 2016, but this is not how things work today. And I'm amazed that you people that talk about film all the time don't know this information already.
Went off why they be releasing now. He said James Gunn on why Superman is going to digital so soon. Well, it's very complicated, but the truth is it's because of Peacemaker. I originally thought Peacemaker was going to be coming out next month. There was a lot of things that are beyond our control, so the Peacemaker's coming out now. And at the end of the day, I want everyone to be able to see Superman that wants to, even those people who couldn't get to a theater before Peacemaker. And that's really the reason for it.
What bullshit.
What
He-
bullshit.
In control. He's in charge of DC. I'm out of control. I'm just the boss.
Don't believe.
They forgot Peter Safran is there too, but whatever. What? I don't know. You guys in the comment section, you guys in the chat, tell me, was the Snyder cult that strong that they really be dunking on James Gunn this badly? Y'all tell me in the chat, because I didn't know it was that deep. Put in the chat, let me know, because wow, they do not like James Gunn.
His lies. So just
You've said
ever.
before many times, like James Gunn lies constantly.
These people have zero evidence that this was a lie. His words just don't fit whatever narratives they've been attempting to spin, and here's the cope session. They say that Gunn has control over when a film leaves the theater and when the show's release. I don't know why you people think Gunn can simply override the whims of WB, but even Kevin Feige can't do that over at Disney. Gunn controls the creative direction of DC projects. He can hire or fire a director or writer. He can shape the overarching narrative. Hell, he can even decide what costumes the characters will wear. What he does not have control over is distribution, aka release dates, which is a decision made by the studio itself. Gunn has input for sure, but the decision is ultimately above his pay grade. Disney's previous CEO gave insight into how these types of decisions are made when the studio came under fire for releasing Black Widow on Disney Plus and in theaters during the pandemic.
All right, so I'm going to read this real quick, and then I'm going to let him explain it. It says, last year, in the light of the prolonged and unpredictable nature of a pandemic, we needed to find alternative ways to bring our movies to consumers while theaters were closed. Chapek explained. And once it began to reopen, there was still widespread reluctance to return. Therefore, we adopted a three-pronged strategy for releasing our films that consisted of theater releases, direct to Disney Plus, and a hybrid of theatrical plus premiere access, as we did with Cruella, Jungle Cruise, and Marvel's Black Widow, the top performing film at the domestic box office since the start of the pandemic. Bob Iger and I, along with the leaders of our creative and distribution teams, determined that this was the right strategy because it would enable us to reach the broadest possible audience. Now, does that say anything about Kevin Feige? Does it say anything about any of the directors or anything like that? Any of the writers? I mean, good God. I mean, these guys be stretching it. Justice Note, what's up? They ain't see. What's up? Let's see. Let's keep going.
As you can see, he states the decision was made with all of the leaders, including the CEO of the company.
Like they don't have a board of directors.
Last I checked, WB CEO was David Zaslav, where on their own website, it clearly states Zaslav is the one that sets the strategy.
Jeez.
When he's trying to say, like, oh, you know, someone had tweeted at him saying, like, is it true that, you know, it's going to have to make at least 650 to break even? And he just comes back with, well, anyone that says that is just clearly doesn't understand the movie business. We would never open a new franchise with something that had such a high break-even point. Provides no other explanation or evidence, and then just leaves.
That is fucking amazing coming from the dipshit that wrote this tweet. Where was your evidence, Will? You're just some guy that whines about wokeness in movies every other video. What credentials do you hold that gives you some magical insight into the financials of big studio films? You just tried to say that Gunn has complete control over these films. Now, all of a sudden, he has to provide evidence that these films don't need to hit the arbitrary numbers you morons say they do? And you really expected him to provide evidence on a social media post answering a fan's question? I think you people have too high of an opinion of yourselves because you seem to think that James Gunn is at all interested in debunking the narratives you people pull from your asses on a daily basis. That's my job. That dude has a cinematic universe to worry about.
Exactly.
As I've stated a million times, marketing budgets and other pre-release financials for films are not public information.
So, while he's doing that, let me do this because I want to bring this up. I just want this clip. I just want this clip, and this is going to be hold on, because I want to hold on. Okay, I want to. Here, want to do this real quick. Just listen, because she's going to explain marketing.
What was Monique contractually obligated to do as far as the promotional aspect of Precious?
Promotion means promoting the product, right? Promoting the product. If there is such this magical number of marketing, right? Then what was the numbers to pay the staff, which means the actors of said movie, to go and promote said movie, right? What was the numbers? All I want to do, what is the numbers? Listen to what Monique has to say about how much that costs her to go do it. Just listen.
I was contractually obligated to promote the movie Precious under Lee Daniels Productions.
Okay.
I promoted Precious under Lee Daniels Productions. I did Oprah, I did magazines, I did TV shows, I did all of the promotions I was contractually obligated to do.
Okay.
That was
okay. So if she was contractually obligated to do all the promotion under Lee Daniels, that means that the amount that she was paid also included what? Promotions. Because that would have been in the contract. So if I'm looking at a budget of a film and I have to pay my actors, well, what it sounds like is that said actor or actress has a contractual legality to promote the movie for X amount of dollars that was built inside of said contract, which would have went into the overall production costs. Y'all following me? So where does the critical drinker and all these other guys come up with all of these numbers for promotion? That's just a question I have to ask. So listen.
That was it.
I'm done with it.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Now Precious is going to Cannes, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I have the Monique show.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the Spread the Love tour. I have toddler babies, and I'm also a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Monique show is like down for maybe a couple days, a week or so.
Right.
I got some days off on the tour. I'm going to relax with my family.
Right.
Because once they sold the movie,
right.
You didn't sell me.
Right.
So when she said once they sold the movie, so now the movie is going to distribution. Sold the movie for distribution, right? Where is that marketing budget that Critical Drinker, all these people are talking about? This is coming from the mouth of an actress that was part of a successful Oscar-nominated film, right? Even though I did not, that's a rough film. You know, this is something that I've seen in my life, though. But do you see that a part of her promotion was still tied into the contract obligation that she signed to get paid for the film? That means acting and promotion inside of said film. Let's just keep going just for a little bit longer. I just want to point that out so people can get a clear understanding why these people be lying.
Whoopi Goldberg. See, Whoopi Goldberg said I could have schooled you and told you what was expected when I didn't promote and go overseas. And you know how you just looked up and looked away?
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, what you were saying to me, I could have schooled you and told you go in that house and let them have their way with you.
Right.
And I'll be here when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done with my promotions, Lionsgate reaches out to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lionsgate is the distribution company, not the studio, the distribution company. Listen.
Initially, they think they're talking to my attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, we want Monique to come to Cannes. She promoted so well in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We want her to go international and promote the movie and do Cannes.
Okay.
Now, she's getting asked to promote additionally internationally. Listen.
I tell my husband, please let them know.
I'm doing that bad time. Sometimes I'm doing that tomorrow.
But I respectfully decline. I'm going to spend some time at home.
Right.
Lionsgate calls back. We really would like for Monique to come to Cannes, promote this movie. Please let them know I respectfully decline. I'm going to spend time with my family. Lionsgate calls back and says, what is it going to take for us to get Monique to come to Cannes? We'll give her another week in France. We'll upgrade her room. My husband said, is there a dollar amount attached to what you're asking for? Oh, we will never pay anyone to promote a film. Never.
There it is. There it is. So this magical marketing, promotion, all of that, they said, we'll never pay anybody to promote this film. So that means they wanted Monique to do it for free. So what do you think the other big budget studios are doing? That's creating and doing the distribution of films. So that means, wavy things, they're cheap. So where's this magical number at? This is how you can literally, I'm just taking it a step further with this, because you could clearly see that they didn't want to pay her. I thought we had this big magical marketing budget where we marketed and promoting the film, right? They said, we'll never pay anybody to promote a film. Oh, word? I'm just saying. Yep. And then they did the same thing, Torian, what we talked about last night. That's what I'm saying. Where is this magical number that these grifters be talking about? Again, a lot of these people just be talking. And these people go and get follows and get millions of people to watch them, and they don't understand, or they don't want, because they got a grift, like Andre Ware said, a grifter got a grift. So they're not going to do any research. They're going to talk. I guarantee you, Wavy, they probably are. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Hold on.
Even are lying and spreading misinformation. Him not telling you exactly how much money the films need to make is standard operating procedure and would likely break some type of NDA and cost him his position if he did so. This is not the piss poor amateur production you pulled with Rogue Elements. This is a proper studio film with lawyers that own boats that cost more than the combined net worth of everyone on this live stream.
And people are so mad about it. This is what I don't get. Yeah. Like, people are so fucking determined to defend this movie and claim it as a win. Why? Why is it so important to you?
I could ask you the opposite question. Why are you so determined to attack it and see it fail? What do you gain from a film failing? Oh, that's right. Clicks and views from other people that want it to fail because you're the biggest grifter in this space, and pointing and laughing when something fails is how you make your pathetic living. People want a movie to succeed because that's the normal default position.
Exactly.
Why on earth would any normal person want a form of entertainment to fail? You people live in a bubble and have lost the plot. These studios are trying to make money by giving you a form of escapism. You dumb motherfuckers are so tied up in politics and hatred that you see normal behavior from an audience as a problem. On top of all of that, the consensus on this film is that it's really good. So the question I pose is, why do you want really good movies to fail?
Exactly.
Will, you're the one that's strange here.
It's a cause to them because they know.
But what is the cause?
This will be the Superman going forwards because Man of Steel crashed and burned. If this one fails and flops like the others, this one's going to crash and burn as well, and they don't want that. They want this to be the definitive Superman since Christopher Reeve. But it's not. It's shit.
These people, man. What an exhausting...
Like literally, I cannot just wake up and just be that hateful for a film that you're not even critiquing the film. You just hate the people that's in it, or it doesn't fit your narrative. I don't understand how you can have enough energy to do that. I just don't.
Miserable life these people must lead. If that's your opinion on the film, fair enough. But the consensus says otherwise, Mr. Reaper, and those people seem to outnumber you. Hell, Critical Drinker's own review was relatively positive about the film. But if people like this version of Superman and want it to continue, that's why they would defend the film and want it to succeed. That's the answer to the question. There will always be outliers such as yourself. Hell, Andrew Saris disliked Raging Bull, and he was a far more credible film critic than any of you. He was still outnumbered by the consensus, as Raging Bull is considered a classic by critics and fans.
It is.
No one's even no one talks about it now. Basically, we're just covering it because we're wrapping up our coverage of it and the fact that it's going to digital. But there's no fan enthusiasm for it as far as I can see. No one's speculating on where it's going to go next or anything. It's just done. It'll be forgotten about within a few weeks.
I know I wasn't the only one to hear what the Critical Drinker just said. I mean, you all heard him say there is no fan enthusiasm for this film and that it'll be forgotten in a few weeks, right? I'm not just hearing things. Where does this guy get the confidence to say objectively wrong things? His fans have blown so much smoke up his ass, he truly thinks the things he says changes reality, like he's Haruhi Suzumiya or something.
I think what we learned, we talked about this, Drinker, in DC, the market cap for superhero movies has dropped. It's 500. It's not $1 billion anymore. You can't, there's rabid fans and normies are gone.
You know what kills me is that a lot of people take the outliers of superhero films that have hit $1 billion because that is an outlier. There's not a lot of films that hit $1 billion, and there's some really fantastic films out there that have never reached that amount of money ever. I'm talking about fantastic films that would never hit $1 billion. So when you hit $1 billion, you're like, oh snap, that is extraordinary. That is literally the Pro Bowl level, all pro level. I got to use football analogy. Like, you're on an all pro level. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a movie hit 600 million, you're like, It is because of people like the critical drinkers and all of that. Just think if it does not hit that amount of mark, it's a flop. That is not true. Did it make his money back plus some? That's all people care about. Did it turn a profit? The studios, all they care about is, did it turn a profit? I don't give a damn if it's $1. Did it turn a profit? People have to understand that studios care about profits. If it has way more profits than expected, like Black Panther did, that is an outlier. Other than that, did it turn a profit? And if it turned a profit, then we can look at doing sequels. That's how studios work. It doesn't have to hit $1 billion to be a successful. And it just because it hit $600 or maybe $700 million to which you think it should have made doesn't make it a flop either. Jeez.
Hey, Chris, would you care to explain Deadpool and Wolverine? James Gunn's own Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Across the Spider-Verse? Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever, The Batman, and Thor Love and Thunder? How about the very fucking movie we are talking about? What do you mean 500 million is the ceiling? In what universe do you think the next Spider-Man film is going to make less than $500 million? The next Avengers film that features Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom? Why does anyone listen to any of you people? You just say demonstrably false things.
And the whole Jor-El thing, I can't stand that.
Yeah.
I think it's awful. That's just how did that fact still exists in the universe, right? It doesn't matter how the movie ended. The fact that Jor-El sent his son and Lara sent their only son, the last man last Kryptonian.
You can't even get it out.
Take over the Earth and spread his seed.
Do you know that was a plot point that you found out on Smallville? I did not even know. I had a problem with that until somebody pointed out that was just a plot of Smallville. I'm like, what? And everybody loved Smallville. Nobody complained about Smallville. Yet they used the same point in Smallville and nobody blinked an eye. Now because you can get behind StreamYard and you can complain all goddamn day. Sorry. It just does not make sense to me. Like, let's keep going because, geez, these places be giving me a heart attack.
That doesn't end when the movie ends. His triumph at the end, saving everyone, doesn't change that fact. He's effectively the son of Hitler.
Oh, my God. But then he was raised by two people in the Midwest that changed his whole dynamic. That's why at the end of the movie, when they asked him, the Superman robots asked him, "Do you want us to play a message from your family, or you want me to play the videos from your family?" He's like, "Go ahead." And now it's his adopted family from Kansas that he's watching all the videos from. What are you talking about? It's almost like they didn't watch the movie.
Right?
Well,
I mean, so you change that or erase that from the minds of everyone. He can't be trusted now.
Oh, so being associated with bad people means you can't be trusted, eh?
Exactly.
Chris
Hitler?
Lore being completely unaware of the irony of his position while being a regular contributor to the Critical Drinkers podcast is precious.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It really, because people were pulling so fucking hard for this movie to succeed, and they were getting super vicious at
What's
anyone
up,
who questioned
Persetta?
it. Like, how dare you say it's anything less than the greatest superhero movie ever?
Conservatives and things that never actually happen. Name a better duo.
The thing is, Mauler, like a lot of these people get misled by outlets like Culture Crave and Discussing Film, because they'll post something like Superman made 560 million. Its budget was 200 million, completely neglecting that you have to add the marketing on top of that.
Again, I literally just showed you in a professional actress in Hollywood that was asked to promote, and she literally said it was part of my contract from what I discussed with Lee Daniels to bring me onto the film. So it was a part of the initial contract to sign on. So that goes into production costs to pay for your staff. afterwards, they wanted her to do it internationally, and they said, we don't pay nobody to promote. And she was like, well, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I ain't doing it. So now, again, they got to pull something else out their butt, and here we go again.
Yeah, studio doesn't get all of that box office revenue. They get 40 to 60%, depending on domestic or international. In China, they get only like 20 to 30%.
Do you see what I mean? These people just spread misinformation as easily as they breathe. You do not just add marketing on top of that. Listen to yourself. Why are you adding marketing to the initial investment that was used to make the film itself? The only logic you can present that makes any sense is that the marketing is money the studio spent to promote a product in the hopes of recouping the initial investment and should thus count as operating costs.
Isn't that goes into the overall cost of what I just said? If a budget is $225 million, you got to pay everybody, right, with that budget, because that is the budget to create the film, pay your staff, you know what I'm saying, all the way down to the key grip. That all goes into it. And then these guys are contractually obligated in their contract when they sign on, and they get $500,000. You know what I'm saying, or however much they get paid. That's a part of the contract. That's a part of the overall cost to make the film. It is not hard, but these people got to do it because dum-dums, they just literally are cordyceps brains, just hive mind to these people to watch this crap, and then turn around and come to my channel and the Birdman channel and other people's channel to complain when they have no idea what they're talking about. They're just parrots repeating what they've heard, not what they know. It is trash.
Simple terms, money out versus money in. Here's where that logic breaks down. These movies make money not only from the box office, but from merchandise. I've already explained Disney makes more money from MCU merchandising deals than the entire box office run of the MCU.
That's why I said when they were trying to do the exposing, when we did the exposing the Grift video, when they're talking about Ironheart, I'm like, Ironheart, maybe not for you, it's for a younger audience. Why? Because with a younger audience, what is the first things that you can do? Get merch, sell the toys, sell the t-shirts. Moses Blackhorn, what's up? You can sell the toys, sell the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like that the scene, if you guys are Spaceball fans, right? In which they're getting ready to do a new Spaceballs. You're a Spaceball fan, right? Spaceballs, right? When he said we got Spaceballs the doll, Spaceballs the flamethrower, Spaceballs the lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? Those are merchandising that you can sell. Anytime you go to a concert, what do you have outside of the concert? Merchandise. I went to go see The Undertaker. Guess what they had? Merchandise that you can buy. That's where people make their money. That's why people who entertainers that are rappers or singers, they don't make their money on record sales. They make their money on tour. Why? Because they get a better percentage of the money from said tour, plus ding, 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 merchandise. This is easy.
This means that if you're purely talking money out versus money in, every single MCU film has been an enormous financial success. And yes, that includes the Marvels. The problem is, you people don't think that way. You arbitrarily decide that promotion money has to count in this calculus, but that money earned from the promotion of that very film doesn't count.
Exactly.
This is true comedy. To top it all off, you don't even know what the marketing budget is. How can you put a number you don't know on top of a number you don't know? Seriously, I challenge anyone watching this video to find an actual source for the actual marketing dollar amount for any of these year's comic book movies, DC or Marvel. You won't find it because it's not public information. Every single person claiming to know this information is either getting their information from Deadline or saying some dumb shit like rule of thumb. I've already debunked Deadline, and the rule of thumb has been debunked by James Gunn. I need people to understand this. This conversation has been entirely hijacked by people that do not know the information I just asked for, including outlets like Deadline, whose source is themselves.
Exactly.
The actual truth is that in 2025, giant movie studios don't rely on the box office for revenue they generate per film.
Exactly.
Everything counts, from the box office to the merchandise to the digital sales, and this is the game plan and why these companies average a 30-day theatrical window.
Exactly.
This is why Disney can afford to produce $200 million films and think nothing of it when they do Thunderbolts numbers, because when they drop Thunderbolts on Disney Plus, they'll just generate another $1 billion in a single month. Would they like for every project they produce to make $1 billion at the box office? Of course they would. They're a business, but these movies are not losing money. In fact, they might be making more per film than they ever have.
And this is the crazy part that he said that, because it made me think. Black Panther made $1.3 billion at the box office, right? Just think about the amount of money that they made in merchandise alone. Just think about it. Re-releasing toys with Chadwick Boseman's face on it. Re-releasing Black Panther figures. Re-releasing a Shuri doll. Re-releasing Black Panther shirts. I got 3 or 4 Black Panther shirts just by itself. You know what I'm saying? From Target, Walmart, FYE, and all these other places that was around that sell that type of stuff. You see what I mean? Now, the Disney parks, you going down there and take a picture with Black Panther. Do you know every time that you go into the Disney park, guess who you're feeding? Guess what? That's merchandise. You go in there, take pictures with Black Panther. Oh snap! Now, do you want a Black Panther doll? You know, here's a Black Panther dude. My son even has Black Panther oven mitts. Black Panther oven mitts. Do you not think these people are not making money? All the stuff that all these people are going broke or whatever. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Every time they license their character out for Fortnite or any of this other stuff that is not Marvel related, so they can have in-house money, trust me, these people are making bread.
This conversation relies on people being completely ignorant as to how the film business actually works in 2025. And that's exactly why James Gunn said what he said, and why the critical drinker hates him for exposing the grift.
I like this music. Oh my goodness. That was another good one. Again, because I don't have the time, I didn't do the Fantastic Four one, which will be tomorrow. But this one I haven't seen, so I wanted to do that since it was the latest one. But like I said, this is easy work. Easy work. Just think, when they make the digital steel books, just like with Sinners made a lot of money with people pre-ordering and ordering the digital steel books for Sinners. And you don't think these people are, if you don't think these studios are making money, man, trust me, the flop that you think it is, like the Marvels, oh my God, the Marvels flopped. To who? Because then when it went on streaming, it was one of the biggest streaming movies in Disney Plus at the time. Same thing with Captain America Brave New World. They're still going to make their money regardless.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, I got to wrap it up. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of The Dre Max Show. Of course, what did you guys think about this video? This was a really good one. Put it in the comment section below, especially if you watch this on a replay, and let me know what you think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power, man. We'll be back on tomorrow with more of Exposing the Grift. Where's my outro at? Because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.